My name is Yves Sandfort. I'm the CEO of the comdivision group. Comdivision is an established VMware professional services partner. We work for nearly over 25 years in the industry. And with that being said, we have customers all around the globe who depend on our services, especially in the VMware ecosystem, being it for mobile device management up to building a complete public cloud for a service provider or hyperscaler. Most of our customers are always looking to be a bit ahead of the curve. So that is why for us, a partner like VMware is very important. On the one hand side, to give us the technology, and on the other side, having customers who really thrive to really be on the cutting edge. It's always interesting also to see both sides. So on one hand, the service provider side, where we help some of the largest, even one of the hyperscalers, to build the VMware stack, and on the other side, working with the enterprise customers to utilize that, and also now in a more and more complex world, for them to move from on-prem environment into this new multi-cloud world. For us, very early in the assessment with every new customer is understanding their business needs, and really understanding what their users need in the end. VEKA was a very early customer for us within comdivision. VEKA is actually one of the leading PVC frame manufacturers. So they produce the frames which in the end build Windows. They have built manufacturing plants all around the globe. They are highly dependent that the production systems are up and running, and also that the connectivity between the sites is working, because not always is the production plant at the same location where the operations people are. And so it's very important for them that infrastructure at each edge location is actually working, but also connectivity between all sites is established. For VEKA, it was always important to have a leading edge technology vendor. Not only virtualization, automation, operations, desktop or networking, they always wanted to be sure that they have the leader in all of these areas. And that was where VMware was a perfect fit. They started as one of the early adopters in Germany with VMware-based technologies like ESX and everything else. They were one of the first in Germany to deploy a virtual desktop infrastructure. And so it has only been natural with us to develop them always to the next stage. Like nearly 2 years ago, we started with them on the SD-WAN story. Over the last 2 years, we basically replaced their complete existing MPLS and fiber networks and replaced that with SD-WAN, which was a massive saving for them, not only from a money perspective, but they could also really grow some of the subsidiaries where they just couldn't get quick enough new MPLS lines or things like that up and running. We had a case just last year in the US where all of a sudden they were running out of space in one of the manufacturing plants, so they could get a new space, but with MPLS they would have potentially waited 6 months in the US to get a new link into that new location, whereas in combination with SD-WAN, satellite technologies and everything else, we could bring that new manufacturing plant up and running from a connectivity perspective within a matter of days or weeks. For VEKA, security has always been on the forefront. They also enabled all of their mobile devices, whether it's cell phones or tablets, with Workspace ONE, so they have total control about multifactor authentication, device management, and what's happening on each device. As a partner, comdivision is optimistic about the multi-cloud roadmap VMware has, because it always takes into consideration that there is no one solution, no one cloud, no just one technology which is going to solve all customers' problems, but actually allowing customers to utilize whatever they need, whether it's on-prem, in the cloud, or with whatever cloud provider they want to use. As comdivision, we believe in the technologies VMware gives us as always enabling us to be at the forefront, being at the cutting edge, allowing us and our customers in the end to build what's needed for not only the next few months, but maybe for the next decade.